Hi everybody, Matt back again. It's been a couple of weeks since I posted anything. Apologies for that because it's just been very busy at work lately. But I thought what I'd do is take you through my English Civil War army and what I've got posted so far, painted so far. And I didn't realise I'd painted quite so much actually, and it took me about 20 minutes to put it all out on the table. And you don't realise, do you, when it's all sitting in boxes in the shelves. So take you through the army, take you through some of the different units that I've got so far, maybe talk about what I'm going to add to it later, and also give you the rationale for the army as well. So it's based on the army of the early Earl of Essex, the third Earl of Essex, Robert Devereux, who was commanding around the time 1642 to 1644, which was during the First Civil War. And this particular army is based on the army that he led at the campaign of Gloucester, which was around 1643. Okay, there are a couple of differences, all right, because I started a couple of regiments before I actually decided and fixed on a particular army. But other than that, I've tried to stay as true as I could to the makeup of that army and the different regiments and the different commanders within that army as well. Okay, so let's just take you through what we've got all together. Apologies if there's a little bit of shadows. I'm sitting with the sun behind me. So let's take you through what we've got. So in the centre, I've got three regiments of pike and shot. Okay, pike with musket wings. In the middle, I've got a regiment of commanded shot. Okay, or rather a unit of commanded shot. Okay. At the front, I've got some guys who are basically Earl of Essex's personal guard, but for these purposes, they're going to be forlorn hope. Okay, with their halbards, smash their way through the enemy pike. I've got some dismounted dragoons. Okay. On the other side, I've got some firelight storming party with a couple of snipers as well. Okay, either side of them. Try to slow down so we can see that a bit. Okay. Then I've got my artillery, I've got my guns, my cannon. Okay, so I've got 6 cannon. I've got some heavy cannon, I've got some minions, I've got some demi-cannons, I've got some culverins and some demi-culverins. And if you want to see what they all individually are, then I suggest you take a look at an earlier post I did on the cannon, the artillery. Okay, at the back, I'll take you through these in a bit more detail in a second. I've got some arquebusiers and 1, 2, 3 squadrons of horse. Okay, basically gallopers. All right, with swords and muskets. Then I've got 1, 2, 3 command bases. Okay. So let me take you through what I've got so far. So these are my dismounted dragoons. I'm going to probably get some more. I need some more dragoons. Don't have enough. I've only got 8 of these guys at the minute, but I have got some more to paint up. I'm unsure whether or not to put them on horseback or rather just leave them dismounted and just move them on the battlefield as if they were mounted until they get to the position where they want to dismount. These are from Bloody Miniatures, absolutely gorgeous models. Okay, I have done a separate video on these before. So that's one thing for the future. I need more dragoons. Okay. My forlorn hope, okay, with their halbards. Again, I have done a video on these individually. Again, from Bloody Miniatures, okay, again, absolutely fantastic figures. Love them to bits. And I painted them in the colours of the Earl of Essex, which was a kind of deep orange colour. All right. The reason for that is because they could also act as his personal bodyguard, because he had a bodyguard of halberdiers. Okay. The artillery, a mixture of from Perry's mixed in with some Bicorne. Okay. The very nice redoubts are from Sarissa. Alright, so if you're interested in buying any of these, okay. So a mixture of Bicorne and Perry's guns with Sarissa redoubts. That's a Bicorne gun, that's a culverin. Okay, it's huge, or it might be a demi-cannon actually. Nice big gun, okay. On this side, we've got our firelock storming party, okay. Could add then to the forlorn hope. Alright, so all Warlord Firelock Storming Party, and a couple of snipers as well, which I thought I'd put in there. Okay, I do like the snipers. Okay, also Warlord metals. Okay, the snipers, and basically there is a rule for sniping in Pike and Shot, in the game Pike and Shot. I can't remember exactly what it does, but there is a small rule for that if you do have a sniper or two. And obviously one of my commanders was the subject of a sniper during the Civil War. Okay, we'll come to that in a moment. Alright, so snipers can be reasonably effective. I think they reduce the command effectiveness of a commander if you manage to shoot one. Okay. In the centre, we've got a unit or regiment of commanded shot. Okay. Now this is the basically the regiment of Hutchinson. Okay. In the blue. Now I could add these to some pike. I probably might buy some more pike and turn this into a pike and shot regiment rather than just simply a regiment of commanded shot. Okay, but these are basically Hutchinson's men. Probably need to add Hutchinson's flag to them. Yeah, that's Hutchinson's flag, the red and the white. Okay. Hutchinson is the only commander who wasn't at the campaign of Gloucester, but I'd already painted up his unit, so slightly historically inaccurate adding him to the Gloucester campaign, but the other commanders were. Okay. On the right, we've got a regiment of pike and shot, mixture of actually they're all Warlord, mixture of Warlord metals and plastics. Okay, and these are painted in slightly later colours, probably second English Civil War actually, because they've got the red coats with the blue bands, and a lot of units tended to go towards that colouring for the parliamentarians later on when they became a lot more uniform. Okay, so I've basically given Hutchinson command of them. Okay, on the left hand side, on the left wing, we've got Colonel Sir Philip Skippon. Okay, now he is also, these are all painted in the earlier First Civil War, so these are okay as far as I'm concerned, with the yellow bands on the arms. And when I was researching these, I did find there was a kind of conflict all the way across the internet about whether they had the yellow cuffs or the blue cuffs, and I think the yellow cuffs were the kind of the first iteration of the regiment Skippon was in charge of, and then basically later they changed to the blue cuffs when they were all amalgamated into different armies, weren't they? And all the regiments were kind of collapsed into different divisions, and that came later, and then they changed to the blue cuffs. On horseback there, we have Philip Skippon, Colonel Philip Skippon himself, okay, with his banner carrier. Okay, he's kind of commanding with his, let's take a better look at him, bring him to the fore a bit. Okay, he's basically commanding with his stick. Okay, these are Bicorne. That's a Bicorne commander with a basically I kind of adapted a Bloody Miniatures miniature there to kind of give him the standard, and I am aware this is an infantry standard. Okay, infantry flag rather. Okay, and he might have had a different one, but these are the only ones I've got, so I just went with that. Okay, so that's Philip Skippon with his regiment. Okay, in the centre we've got Lord Brooke. Okay, Colonel Lord Brooke, lovely purple coats. Okay, of Brooke's regiment. All right, pike's slightly different, but that's okay. So we've got Lord Brooke, another pike block with musket wings, and at the back there is Lord Brooke himself, okay, with his standard, with his flag rather, okay, commanding his troops. Now Lord Brooke, of course, was the victim of a sniper who basically took him out from the top of a steeple. Okay, so get those snipers out there. Love a good sniper. Okay, now at the back we've got the commander of the army himself. We've got the Earl of Essex, old Robin himself. Hey for old Robin. And there's his battle flag, his standard, and there's a kind of little commander running by, shouting "Hey for old Robin," because he was well loved by his men. Okay, please ignore the royalist propaganda about his wife. Okay. Here we've got the arquebusier. Now you might say, well, hang on a minute, arquebusier, aren't they 30 Years' War? Well, yeah, it seems a bit late for arquebusier, but Essex did have a regiment of arquebusier in his army at the Gloucester Campaign. Or if he didn't have it then, he did at least have one small regiment of arquebusier, okay, which appeared in his army. So painted those guys up. These again are, I think these are Warlord arquebusier. They're intended to be obviously 30 Years' War arquebusier, but they paint up really nicely and easily usable for English Civil War. Okay, so I wouldn't worry too much about the mismatch. And they do look slightly different. Okay, they look a little bit different than the regular cavalry. All right, I need to add a flag to these guys. I have got a flag carrier. I need to add a flag. Okay, so they are Essex's arquebusier. Okay, at the back we've got one squadron of horse. Okay, and then second squadron of horse. I haven't quite divided these up into the correct numbers yet. Okay, basically grouped them in terms of the colours of their sashes and their saddles, but I will organise them a bit better later. And then third squadron of horse at the back. Okay, so I think I've probably got enough horse. Okay, enough cavalry. I need some more dragoons. Okay, need some more dragoons. Probably need another pike block to add to the to Hutchinson's. So I've got another pike block. I don't think I need any more artillery. Okay, I've got loads of artillery. Okay, and I probably don't need any more firelocks or anything like that. So what am I lacking? Probably want to add another regiment at least. Okay, have a look through the lists and see who else there was at the campaign, the Gloucester Campaign. Okay, so I've got a slightly larger army. I'm hoping this is enough to fight a battle at the moment. And as I say, this is kind of, these are only the parliamentarians, so I don't own two armies. So, if you're out there and you want to have a battle, then by all means, let's get it on. Yeah, so hopefully you've enjoyed that look through my parliamentarian army so far. Hopefully it's not been too long a video. Hope you get some kind of ideas yourself, perhaps. There are three little things I need to do to add to this. So a few more dragoons, another pike block, possibly another pike and shot regiment, and of infantry, and probably just finish off some of the bases. And I'm thinking that I probably need bigger flags as well. The flags on the command bases are from War Flag and from Flags of War, so they're quite large, but the ones on the infantry are a bit small, and they're the Warlord ones that come with the box sets. So I might get some bigger flags just to kind of, jazz up the battlefield a little bit more. Okay, so hopefully that's been enjoyable for you. So as I say, I based this on good old Earl of Essex and his army. I think it was 1643, the Gloucester Campaign. If we have a quick look in the book before I go. Yeah, summer 1643, page 80. Yeah. Okay, so there's a series of battles fought within the Gloucester Campaign, but as always, no one's stuck to the particular period, are they? We kind of base our armies on a particular period, but we could fight any time in the English Civil War, really. The arms and the armour didn't change very much at all. Only the uniforms changed later on. Okay, and some of the composition of the pike and shot units. Right, so that's 15 minutes. That's not bad, and I will get back to you soon, hopefully. And what I really said I wanted to do, but obviously I'm not had much time because of work lately, is play a quick game, maybe one of the rule sets that I've been through lately. Okay, so I will try and play that next weekend. I'm probably not going to have time to do that this week. Okay, so subscribe if you haven't subscribed already. Hit the like button for me, please. Keep the algorithm going. I promise I will get some more videos up. Apologies that I didn't post for 2 or 3 weeks. Work gets in the way, but I am coming up to quite a big holiday soon, so I'm going to be getting quite a few more videos on. Okay, and I'm going to be looking also at Franco-Prussian War. Going to be looking at some of that, and also a bit more on Wars of the Roses for the future as well. Okay, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you're all well. Hope you're staying safe. Hope you've had a good weekend. It's been raining all the time here, so not great. Have a great Father's Day. Yeah, hope you got some presents and some cards from your kids. Okay, and you're spending your Father's Day either watching some YouTube battle reports or painting your figures. Okay, take care, everybody. Bye.